All right, Fi's a word problem, and it's really a work problem the way I'm looking at it. The water tank can be filled by two pipes, M and N, together in 7 hours. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, 7 hours and 12 minutes. That's even tougher. So let me write this down. I can write the 7 hour and 12 minutes. I want to write in the same unit though. So 7 hours. Let me go backwards. Get my eraser out. So let's just talk about that. 7 hours and 12 minutes. That's really perplexing, isn't it? 7 hours and 12 minutes. They're mixed numbers, by the way. I don't like mixed numbers. So I'm going to say 7. I'm going to do it in hours, by the way. And that's 12 over 60. Because there's 60 minutes every hour, right? And what would that give you? Let's take a look at that. That's going to be 7. And that's going to be 1/5. And that's going to be 7 plus 0.2. So I'm going to say that's going to be 7.2 hours. Let me get my eraser out, get rid of this nonsense over here. I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to start thinking about it. And what do I know? I don't know the rates of these machines here. They're pipes. To me, they're machines, by the way. But I'm going to say it's a work problem. And work equals rate times time. And I'm going to say the rate of m is lowercase m, and the rate of n is lowercase n. So I'm going to do rate times time. So it's going to be m times 7.2 plus n times 7.2. That's a decimal point. These are multipliers. They do one job. All right? But I don't know what the question is at this point, but I just read the first thing. It says it says a water tank can be filled by two pipes M&M together in 7 hours and 12 minutes. So I got the first part done. I got the first sentence done. So then it goes on to say, if pipe M carries water for 2 hours, then both pipes together can fill the rest of the tank in 6 hours. Well, I got another problem here, don't I? And let me write that down for you. So I got this M working, right? So let me read that again. If pipe M alone carries water for 2 hours, well, he's been working for 2 hours. And then both pipes can fill the tank in 6 hours. That means he's got 6 more hours, right? But the other guy's given 6 hours. So it's going to be n times 6. And that equals 1. All right, let's just make sure we're okay with that. 7.2m plus 7.2n equals 1. That seems reasonable. The next one, 2 plus 6 times m, and 6n is 1. That looks pretty reasonable. Yeah, 2 equations, 2 unknowns at this point. But I want to keep reading it. Right, keep reading this and see what they're going to say now. If pipe M carries water for 5 hours and pipe N carries water for 9 hours, let's write this down. So that's going to be 5M plus, let me read that again, 9 hours, 9N. Right, what did they say? If pipe M carries water for 5 hours and pipe N carries water for 9 hours, the tank will lack 20 gallons of it being filled. How many gallons of water does the tank hold? Boy, that's a tough one, isn't it? Let's think about it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to solve these equations first, and then I'll worry about that thing in the end, which is killing me. So the way I'm going to look at this, the first equation is really m plus n equals 1 over 7.2. And the next equation is really 8m plus 6n is equal to 1. I'm going to do the first equation. I'm going to say 72m plus 72n. I'm scratching that one, multiplying both sides by 10 now. All right? Let me get my eraser out and scratch this one over here. I don't need this thing. I'm also going to get rid of this over here. All right, I'll go back to thinking later. I'm looking at this thing, and I'm wondering how am I going to eliminate there, and it doesn't look that bad. So I'm going to take this as a system of linear equations, by the way, and I'm going to multiply the top equation by 9. And what do you get? Well, 9 times 8 is 72, and 9 times 6 is 54, and 9 times 1 is 9. I'm going to subtract, and what do you get there? Well, 72 minus 72 is nothing, and you're going to get, let's see, 18, and that's going to be 1, right? And I think I'm getting close to the rate of n, and n's going to be 1/18. All right? So n is 1/18. Let's see if we can get m now. And I'm going to look at probably this equation here to do it. And I'm going to say it's 8m plus 6 times n. Well, 6 times n is going to be 1/3 is equal to 1. That means 8m is equal to 2/3, which means m is going to be 2/3, and I divide by 8, which is going to give me 1, because I'm dividing by 2 on top. The bottom will be 12, 1/12. All right? So I know what their rates are, by the way. And what I want to do is talk about, if I were to do that, what this would equal. Let's write it down. So 5 times m, that's 1/12, plus 9 times n is 1/18. Well, let me write this down. This is 5/12, and 9 times 1/18 is a half. I think I can add that together. And what do you get over here? Conjugate of 12. You get 5 plus 6, which is 11/12 of the tank, of the job, of the tank. All right, let's go back and read it again. And what do I know about it is, I know that, going back to read the question, I guess I got to read it again. It says over here, 5, and I did that already, and there's 20 gallons. It'll lack 20 gallons. So what does it mean? It means 1/12 of the tank, Again, let me repeat that to you over here. It's going to lack 20 gallons. Well, this lacks 1/12, so this is going to be 20. So I'm going to say the volume of the tank, I have no idea what it is now, but the volume of the tank's volume is going to be 12 times 20 now. And what's that going to give you? Let's be careful about that. 240 gallons. And we're done. Thank you.